If you are running Google Ads for your towing business and facing a lot of competition in your area, then this video is for you. I'm going to share how you can still attract high quality phone calls with Google Ads and improving your chance of beating the competition in the Google Ads auction. So let's get started. So guys, we're in our Google Ads dashboard, and if you're a towing business and you have too much competition in your location, we can see some of the ways how you can beat your competition and still receive high quality phone calls. I have helped service businesses generate thousands of phone calls using Google Ads, and you can see some results from here. And here in this video, we're going to see some of the ways what you can use if you have too much competition in your area. So here in this one of the example accounts, we can see our ranking against the competition. So you can go to Insights and Reports and click on Auction Insights. And this is the last 90 days data. As you can see, our ranking against the competition. And we can also see the ranking in the last 30 days. As you can see, these are the rankings against our competition. And we have 12 main competitors. And you can see some rankings: impression share and top of page rate, which means, in short, was shown among top ads in search results, or absolute top of page rate, which means the percent of your impressions that are shown as the very first ad among top ads. So our rankings are better compared to the competition. So with the auction insights, with most of the accounts I remember, our rankings were better than the competition. So we were ranking number one in different time frames. So what you can do to beat your competition, but at the same time to receive high quality phone calls for your towing business. So the first way would be to customize your campaigns for specific locations. So if you're going to see that, we're going to go to the tools, and on the planning, we're going to go to keyword planner. And from here, we're going to put our target keyword, which is towing. So we're going to scroll down. These are the keyword ideas available. And from here, we should put our target location. As an example, I'm choosing New York City. So we're going to include that and click on save. Scroll down and we have 401 keyword ideas available. And here, this keyword is generating more number of clicks. So in your specific location, you might have different target keywords, but the point is you should try to dominate for those specific keywords in your target locations. So this is one of the example keywords. And here we should customize our campaigns to make it relevant to this target keyword. Our headlines, for example, should include this target keyword. For example, your headlines should say, do you need tow truck near you? Or are you looking for tow truck nearby? Something like that. Also, your landing pages should also communicate the same way. This is one of the best ways to increase the relevancy. And if you can increase your relevancy with your campaigns and at the same time with your landing pages, you can dramatically improve your chance of receiving higher quality traffic, and you can turn those traffic into higher quality phone calls. So you should customize your campaigns by identifying the target keywords in your specific location, and you should work on your campaigns and landing pages to make them relevant to your target keywords. A quick reminder, if you want to know how I got 2x more phone calls using 2 key strategies in Google Ads, click the link in the description below and I'll send you the video of how I did that for free. And the next thing in our list, you should block brand terms. Because if you have too much competition, that means you might have lots of people looking for other competitor names as well. So that means you should be adding lots of negative keywords. You can go through these keywords, for example, from 401 keyword ideas, you can find some keywords which might not be relevant, or at the same time, they're looking for other competitor names. For example, you can have AAA here. So as you can see from here, you can see AAA. You can find this AAA keyword in many places. But here you can find some ideas, and another way would be opening a new tab, and by going to Google Maps, you can search for your nearby location and identify other brand terms. So let's say you can have 100 or 150 or 500 other competitor names. You can add those competitor names as negative, so whoever is looking for other competitor names in your target location, your ads may not show up to them, so that you won't waste your ad budget for those unnecessary clicks, and you can start cleaning your search terms report with that way. So that's some of the ways how you can remove irrelevant traffic from your search terms report. And the next thing is you should use target locations and exclude certain locations wisely. So we can go to a certain campaign and see that example. So if you're going to scroll down and see one of these campaigns, and scroll down and see location targeting, and click on locations, scroll down, click on advanced search, and this is our target location. And this target location should be only targeting people located in that location. So we're going to cancel that. and click on location options, and people should be located or regularly in your included location. So you should not choose that option. This is the first way. You should target this option, and after that click on advanced search, and let's say you have chosen this target location, and you can also exclude the locations outside of this target location. So you can exclude all other states. Also, you can exclude some nearby locations, some nearby cities or counties. Maybe you can exclude them. So you can click on show all areas, and we can zoom out. And from here, we can choose postal code, county, and let's choose postal code. And we're gonna zoom in. And as you can see, if you're gonna click on them, you can exclude certain locations. You can work on that. Of course, that's very small, and you need to add lots and lots of locations that way. And another way would be excluding by count. So you can click on that and exclude by county. That's a bigger location, and that's how you can exclude other nearby locations. And excluding other states is easy. You can exclude other states. So you can, for example, list certain locations and click on exclude. Or other way, if you're going to work directly with maps, that's how you can exclude. So the point is, you can exclude them and target them wisely so that you won't get irrelevant clicks from outside of your target locations. But of course, that might happen sometimes, and those would be one of the best ways to fight against those irrelevant clicks that might come from outside of your target location. And the next thing is, you should write ad copies that is different from your competition. So if you're going to see some of these examples and see one of our ads, and let's say these are our target keywords, and these are our headlines and descriptions. So here we can have car towing service, or local towing company. You should create your headlines and descriptions in a way that they can include these exact specific keywords, or they should be relevant to these target keywords. So if you're going to see, for example, local towing company, do we have that? Local towing in New York, as you can see, or car towing you can trust. As you can see, you can create your headlines and descriptions to make them relevant to your target keywords. Or another way would be pinning the headlines. Here I haven't pinned the headlines, but I want to use ads with the headlines pinned. For example, I can pin headlines with the target keywords and pin them as number one. For example, these are our target keywords. And our call to actions can be pinned as second. I'm going to show you the reason why. As you can see, we have three call to actions here. Call, call, call. As you can see, we have three call to actions. And if you are seeing the mobile version of the ad, your target keywords are going to show all the time as number one, and your call to actions are going to show as number two. And with mobile devices, you have mostly two options, and you should have the maximum opportunity to show the target keyword and call to actions. That's why I like to use sometimes pinning, and I've generated hundreds of phone calls for service businesses using this strategy. And you don't have to pin them all the time. And sometimes I try to unpin them because Google Ads can mix and match headlines and descriptions so that it's going to show the best version of your ads with maybe a highest click-through rate. So that's why sometimes you can leave those things to Google and it can do its own thing. So these are some of the ways to increase the click-through rate. And also, again, you need to write your headlines and descriptions in a way that is different than competition. You should try to think about some ways, unique selling points. For example, you can say, we will be there within 15 minutes or 25 minutes. You can think about those kind of unique selling points and add them in your headlines. And the next thing is your landing pages should be relevant and call focused. So you should have big headline, for example, description, and your call us button. And you should work on your mobile version of the landing page. So if I'm going to quickly show the mobile version, and let's imagine this is your landing page, and you can have the headlines and descriptions and call button somewhere here. So that should be very easy to click, and people should be able to easily call to your business by clicking on this call button. So you should work on your landing page. And with my clients, I try to create my landing pages for free for them because that's at the end of the day easier for me, and it can improve the conversion rate. Rather than working on the existing old landing page they were using already, I would prefer to create my better version of the landing page that is call focused, and for me, they can generate phone calls with better conversion rates. So landing page is also one of the important parts, and your campaigns might bring higher quality traffic. And if your landing pages are not good, they may not be able to turn those higher quality traffic into phone calls. That's why you should work on your landing pages as well. And the next thing is you should work on highly themed ad groups. So again, if you're gonna go to the keyword planner and click on discover new keywords, and as an example, I've put the target keyword as towing, but it does not matter. You can get more ideas from here. And let's say you should group the keywords based on their intent. And those grouped keywords can be used in different ad groups. For example, tow truck near me, and I can find similar types of keywords. So I found 5 relevant keywords to tow truck near me keywords. So for example, the first one is tow truck near me and tow truck service near me. The next one is nearest tow truck company, tow trucks in my area. So their meaning is almost the same. And that's why I'm going to create ad groups using those 5 keywords. So that's going to be one ad group. And let's say we're going to choose another ad group. Let's say we're going to choose ad groups with 24-hour towing. So I need to find keywords with the word 24-hour or 24. So I found 2 relevant keywords from here. The first one is 24-hour towing near me, and another one is 24-hour tow truck near me. Their meaning is almost the same, and we can use them as target keywords and create different ad groups from those target keywords. That's how you can create tightly themed ad groups and separate the keywords based on their theme. So with one campaign, you might have 15, 20, 25 ad groups. It is absolutely fine if you have that many ad groups. That's how you can increase the relevancy of your campaigns. At least that's how I would like my ad groups to be. That's how I would increase the relevancy. And if possible, you can create separate landing pages for them. I know that's a lot of work, but that can improve the relevancy of your ad groups. And the next thing is you should work on lowering your CPC. That means you should work on your quality score. If you have created highly targeted ad groups, you can automatically take steps to improve the relevancy of your campaign. And again, if you can create separate landing pages for each of those ad groups, you can increase the quality of your landing pages, which means your landing page experience can also go high. And overall, you can increase the quality scores. And if your quality score is higher, you might pay less cost per click. And overall, with the same budget, you can get more clicks. And if you can get more clicks, there is a chance that you might get more number of phone calls. And that's how you can reduce the cost per phone call by lowering your cost per click limits. And the next thing is you should test different bid strategies. For example, if you are using manual CPC, you can test maximize conversions, or if you are using maximize conversions, you can use manual CPC. I try to use mostly these 2 bid strategies, and sometimes I use maximize clicks, but I would mostly use manual CPC. So if we're gonna go to the campaign section, so if you are using maximize conversions and if you have too much competition, your cost per click might be automatically high because many businesses are bidding on that same term and your cost per click might be high. And the best way to solve this problem can be manual CPC, because manual CPC can help you to bid lower for specific keywords. And with manual CPC, I've generated hundreds of phone calls for service businesses even by bidding cheaper and at the same time beating the competition. So that doesn't mean if you are bidding cheaper, you cannot beat competition. Because as I'm telling, I've used manual CPC with several campaigns and beat cheaper cost per click and still managed to beat competition. So that's possible if you're using manual CPC. Because if you have too much competition and the cost per click limits might be high, and better way would be using manual CPC. Or again, as I told, you can use maximize clicks if you want. Or let's say if you're using manual CPC and maximize clicks, and if they're not working, you can consider using maximize conversion. But maximize conversions might increase the cost per click limits. You should be careful about that. Otherwise, that's how you can use your bid strategies. So guys, this would be some of the ways I would manage towing campaigns if they have too much competition in their area. So guys, if you want to know how I doubled the number of phone calls using 2 key strategies with Google Ads, you can click the link in the description below and I'll send that video of how I did that right away. Or if you guys want me to manage your towing business and generate phone calls to your business, you can click the link in the description below and we can see if we can work together. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching this video and see you guys in my other videos.